was about to take it back to the house, but you know, I had to get out and get this footage outside the car, you know. What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. Man, I just want to say thank each and every one of y'all, man. I definitely appreciate all the love and support, man. I know I say this in every video, and I know I dropped this short last week, but man, for the amount of love that's going around throughout the world with all the video views and stuff like that in all these different countries, man, it's super duper dope. When I drop videos, I usually, I don't even think about people in other countries, you know what I mean? The world is a massive place, so is the internet. And to be able to reach somebody all the way, you know, thousands of miles across the world is pretty crazy and incredible, man. So definitely appreciate every single one of y'all, man. It means a lot to me, man. It pushes me, keeps me going. And I know I'm not a big YouTuber or nothing like that. And I know that, you know what I'm saying, this thing is growing and stuff like that. But I just want to say thank y'all, man. I definitely appreciate every single one of y'all. And if y'all haven't already joined the family, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video, man. Like I said, thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. It's super duper dope that all these people from all these different countries are, you know, showing your boy some love. So I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make this channel pop, not me. And if you've ever reached out to me on my comments or my DMs on Instagram, every single one of y'all know that I try to respond back. You know what I'm saying? I talk to back to y'all, stuff like that. I'm not one of these people that, you know what I'm saying, just wants to get views and subscribers or whatever. I'm actually trying to touch people and impact people's lives with what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? From people telling me that, you know, these videos, you know, like motivate them or whatever it is. It doesn't even matter what it is, man. I just appreciate the love. So anyways, man, I'm gonna stop talking about that. We're gonna talk about what we're doing today. Today, what we are doing, we're cleaning out the back of the Elko. If you can tell from all of the previous videos that I've done the last couple of months, whatever, the Elko has been getting piled up with stuff. And so what I'm doing is I'm cleaning out the Elko. And the main reason why I'm cleaning out the Elko is because the tailgate's not on the car. And I do plan on driving it. Hopefully today. I do plan on driving it today and testing out the speedometer and stuff like that if I can get everything all finalized. But I do plan on hopping in the car and driving it around. So that's why I'm cleaning it out right now. And then we are going to hook up the dashboard or hook up the speedometer. It's only like 4 wires, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw the dashboard back in and hook up the Autometer Dash officially. That was the last thing that I was really waiting for, is trying to figure out the whole speedometer situation. So that's what we're gonna do. I know the speedometer has been in and out and you guys have seen it or whatever, but that's what I wanna do. I wanna test out to see how the speedometer is working. Now you're supposed to mount this thing to I guess the windshield for a clear view of the sky, but this windshield's coming out, so I'm not gonna mount it to that. So I might just set it on top of the dash for the time being, just a little GPS signal thing. I might set it on top of the dash just for the time being, and hopefully it works out a little bit. And then we'll take it for a spin, see what speeds we get, and then yeah, that's gonna do it. So anyways, man, let's go ahead and get started. Let's jump into this video. And like I said, once again, thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, y'all. So this was a mess. I mean, it's kind of crazy that I kind of let it get to this point. You know, I was just throwing anything and everything into the back of here when I was done using it, instead of like putting it back. But now we're getting to the point where we're putting everything back. Even with my tools and stuff like that, I was just using like a 1/2-inch socket and I was just throwing it on top of there and then getting back to work instead of like properly putting it back. But we're putting all the tools back or whatever. We're gonna take this out. Obviously that's going in the car, and all the rest of this stuff is gonna get cleaned up and put somewhere else. We'll find places for each and every one of these things so that when I do get in the car and drive it, as you can see, the tailgate's not on, so nothing's sliding out. But anyways, man, let me go ahead and continue to knock out the back of this, get this all cleaned up, and then we'll start wiring the speedometer, and then we'll throw the dashboard back in. All right, y'all, so here's the GPS speedometer. So there's a bunch of wires here. You have your hot, which is the red, you have your ground, which is the black, and you have your purple, which is the RPM. So I'm guessing mine is the 8,000 RPM range that I'm supposed to use. The other two wires, the orange and the blue, are the other RPM ranges. I'm guessing the blue is like if you have like a high horsepower car, like going like a track car. 4,000, I don't know what that would be. And then 8,000, I'm guessing would be like something like this. So the other three wires I'm going to cover up because the yellow one is like to download data or something like that. So I'm gonna cover those up with like some tape. But the other three I'll hook up. It doesn't look too difficult. I'm gonna just go ahead and hook up the a power wire, a ground wire, and then hook up my speedometer wire for my Autometer. And that should do the trick. And then we should be able to take this thing for a spin and see what the speedometer tells us when it's all hooked up. Because if you've been watching my channel, you'll remember that I've been trying to get the speedometer situation figured out. Because obviously it's a wire speedometer. It's not like a regular one. So I've been trying to figure that out, and the Autometer obviously is not registering because the wire's not hooked up. So that should solve the problem, and it should eliminate this headache. We could put the dashboard back in officially, and everything should be good and copacetic in there. And then that would just be one less thing on the list of things to do for this car. The interior will be the very last thing to do, so I'm not even really worried about what's going on in here. Obviously, we're going to, do the work that we need to do. Like I need a gasket around my AC delete plate. Those are the rest of my weather stripping. I haven't put it in yet because obviously we have to do the door jambs and stuff like that. In this one, I kind of prematurely did it. I wasn't anticipating like painting the car this fast. And when I did this weather stripping, my only goal was to pretty much stop it from leaking because the car was sitting outside. So that, and then the door panels, I'll probably experiment with those and try to do some things myself and see what we can come up with just in the meantime, in between time. And then hopefully early next year, we can get the interior done, get the seats rewrapped, get the door panels wrapped, get the front, get the dashboard wrapped. Hopefully this center console looks a lot better. I gotta still do some work on that, but anyways, man, we're gonna get this together. We're gonna get this car together for sure. There's not that much that needs to happen on the car, but so let's go ahead and continue to keep working, keep grinding. We're just gonna keep doing what we gotta do, man, to make this thing possible. Get this G-body out there. I missed the G-body meet last week. I guess it was the last one of the season. So my goal is to get this car ready for the G-body meets next year, which I think I'll be able to do that with flying colors with how much work I've been putting into this car. But yeah, let me go ahead and start hooking this stuff up and we can go ahead and take it for a ride. All right, yeah, I got the dash in, I got the GPS speedometer hooked up. I got it just hanging right there just because I don't know what placement I want to have for it. My old one I had down here up under the dashboard, but it says that it should have a clear view of the sky. So I'm thinking about like cutting a hole on the top and kind of recessing that in, and then we'll cover it up with like something like some plexiglass after it gets wrapped or something like that, because that thing does light up. I think that would be kind of cool. Rather than just trying to set it on top of the dash, it would look tacky, or you know, on the windshield or whatever. So a big old black box on the windshield. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just probably cut a hole, recess it, and then it'll be all good. So let me go ahead and start the car, and then we'll go for a little drive and see if this thing works. All right, y'all, so we got the speedometer in. I don't think the miles per hour is working though, but we'll see. Let me get on it straight, and then I'll cut the camera back on, because it's hella hard to try to record in this car and trying to get it start, because it ain't got power steering. So let me catch it straight, and then we'll figure it out from there. I was about to take it back to the house, but you know, I had to get out and get this footage outside the car, you know. Dope, you know, no tailgate on, so I had to clean it all out and, you know, make sure that everything's all good. But man, this thing is sitting, boy. I can't wait to throw them wheels on it, man. It's gonna look so good, but obviously we got other things to handle first, and after all that stuff is taken care of, we'll go ahead and get throw the wheels on. So yeah, man, I just wanted to chop it with y'all for a second. I thought the speedometer was gonna work, but unfortunately it's not. But it does look dope. Everything else is working, like tachometer and stuff like that's working. You see it idling right there. I don't know if the fuel gauge is right or not. You can see the heat heating up or cooling. You got the oil pressure right there, the battery. All that stuff is working, so we're good there. I just got to figure out the speedometer, but yeah, man, it looks pretty dope with just the dash in there, man. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really digging the look. You know, obviously it's not done, but, you know, let me go ahead and spin the block real quick, take this back home, and then I'll chop with y'all in a minute. All right, man. Man, look how gorgeous that looks after being cleaned up, man. It looks like a whole new engine bay. Anyways, man, for whatever reason, the car is like breaking up real bad. Like I just mashed the gas real good, and you know, it still spun the tires, but it was like hesitating the whole time I had mashed the gas. And maybe it's because I didn't let it warm up all the way, but I'm assuming that the air fuel mixture is off somewhere, somehow or whatever. The timing on this car has never been really right, just because I have angle plug wires on this car, and so every single time I'm just checking my starter wire, making sure it's all good, you know, it's not all melted or nothing like that. But every single time that I've mashed the gas or whatever, it's always had like a slight hesitation. And so I'm trying to figure that piece out, because like I said, it's breaking up. But you know, it's just another thing on the list that got to be fixed, figured out. And like I said, I got angle plugs on these cylinder heads, these aluminum cylinder heads, and it's hard to find top dead center, just because of the simple fact that when I have my piston stop in there, the piston doesn't stop. So I don't know if it's due to the angle heads or what, but the piston stop doesn't even work. And you know, we tried to do TDC when the motor was all apart and we had it all set, when you know the cylinder heads and stuff was off for the initial startup. But it took us so long to like really get the timing right. And then also too, I had a timing tape on my harmonic balancer down there, but the timing tape obviously flew off, you know. And then, you know, we did mark it with some paint, but it's still not right. Something's not right. So I gotta figure that out. That'll probably happen after we get, you know, everything all solid and everything together, all the paint and everything like that. I'll probably mess around with it a little bit and see if I can figure it out. I've tried to figure it out so many times, but I just can't. And you know, it's harder to find people to work on carburetors because they're old technology. But anyways, man, I just wanted to show y'all, you know what I'm saying, like the dashboard. I was hopeful that the speedometer was gonna work, but I guess not. So anyways, man, yeah, I guess that's gonna conclude the video, just because of the simple fact that, you know, I don't have anything else to show you guys today. Like I said, I wish the speedometer was gonna work, but whatever. All right, y'all, so I did say that the car was breaking up, and I thought that it was because of either the distributor or the air fuel mixture on the carburetor, but I think I found the problem. So that header gasket is blown. So when you have an exhaust leak, it will blow your header gasket super easy, or your exhaust manifold gasket, whatever you want to call it. It'll blow it really, really easily, and you'll have an exhaust leak because there's not really a seal right there, I should say, you know, if that makes sense. But anyways, I think I found the problem, the reason why it's hesitating like that. So what I'm probably going to do is order a new header gasket, and then I'll go ahead and throw that on, and hopefully that fixes the problem. Like I said, I don't really know. And if you've been following the channel, you'll remember I said that I tightened up all the header bolts down there and then on the other side, because there has been an exhaust leak and you can hear it in the cabin. It's like a and after I tightened up the header bolts, that kind of went away. But now, so in the cabin, I don't hear it. In the car, I don't hear it right now. However, how I found that out is I came over here and I parked the car, and I stood next to it, and I could hear like a ticking sound. So instantly, you know, obviously I'm thinking the exhaust or the header gaskets, or the header is not tightened or seated up all the way. And so that's how I saw that the gasket looks blown. So we'll just throw a new one on there. And luckily I got the ones with the open ends on both sides, in the front and the back. So I could just loosen up or take the ones in the middle, the header bolts out of the middle, and then just, you know, loosen up the ones on the end and take that out. So I don't have to hang my header or, like, you know, have it off to the side or whatever. It'll stay on there, and then I could just, you know, get access to everything. So anyways, man, I think that's the issue. That'll be a project for another day, because we obviously got so much other things that we got to do on this car. But I just wanted to, you know, let y'all know, because I found that out after I had said that it might have been the distributor or the carburetor. But hopefully that's the issue. We'll figure it out. And we still, man, I'm still not comfortable with this wire right here. I want to clean it up, but I don't know how to get it attached to the starter without it running that way. So if anybody has any information on how I should run that wire, please jump in the comment section and let me know, because I can't really think of a way to run that power, the power to the starter wire. I don't know, you know, it just doesn't make sense. It's not really adding up to me. So yeah, just let me know, man, because I still don't like that location. And if it has to go that way, we'll probably just, you know, pin it up somehow or some way and make it look all good or whatever. But anyways, man, whatever, that's neither here nor there. Another project for another day. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that, because I think that is actually the issue. So anyways, hopefully we can get that fixed and squared away, because this car does, you know, get to moving. And I think that it would get to moving a whole lot better if that was taken care of. And obviously, you know, the car's not breaking up. So we'll figure it out. And, you know, it's just something else I got to get knocked off the list. All right, grind schoolers, as you can see, the bed liner, or the bed, is cleaned out. So Pretty much what I did was I wanted to take the car for a spin. Obviously the tailgate's not on, and I told you guys at the beginning of the video that I wanted to clean out the bed because that was one of my goals, one of my tasks for the day. And then I wanted to get the dashboard back in and try to get the speedometer to work, get my electric speedometer to hook up and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I was super happy about it, you know, getting it in the car and stuff like that, but it didn't work, unfortunately. And I think the GPS speedometer does need some calibration, if I can remember correctly. I'll look at the instructions or whatever. I think it does need some calibration. You have to drive around for a little bit or something like that in order to get it to work. I think that is how it's set up. So I had to, you know, like I said, read whatever, but right now that's not really my main concern. I just wanted to do that for video purposes so that I could show you guys that it works. You guys really haven't seen the Autometer speedometer really work like that. You've seen it turn on and stuff like that, but we haven't seen any actual action. And don't mind my shirt, man. Yeah, I know it's ripped and all that kind of stuff, but we put in work over here. That's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? I ain't on here to, you know, try to dress up and Louis Vuitton and Gucci or nothing like that, man. We put in work, bust knuckles, whatever, get dirty, grimy, greasy, all that kind of good stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care about no shirt. But anyways, at the end of the day, like I said, I accomplished what I wanted to do. I got the bed cleaned out. I'm a real organized person. If you can see by like the shelves and like, you know, hanging up my bikes and my tires and my my cabinets and stuff over there, I'm a real organized person. I like everything to be like set up the way to where I can go like grab something. I know where it's at. I don't have to look. I don't have to try to figure it out. Even on my shelves, I got it sectioned off by like the type of products, like the car wash products, you know what I'm saying, the bodywork products, the oil, the penetrating oils, and the transmission fluids. I got it kind of organized like you would see in a store, just because of the simple fact that, man, I need to I need to know where my stuff is at. And you know, each one of the boxes up at the top of the garage or whatever, I'll show you, up at the top of the garage, there is I know what all that stuff is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just shove things in the corner and then, you know, 6 months later down the road, I'm like, oh, this, you know, I don't operate like that. I want to know where my stuff is, because when I want to come back to it and grab it, I need to grab it. And another thing too is having a clean shop just makes you feel a lot better. And I was neglecting the back of the Elko so long that things just started to pile up, man. I got to the point where I would use a tool and I would just throw it in the back of the Elko. Use another one, throw it in the back of the Elko, because it's an easy place to just set things down and then continue to keep moving forward with whatever else you need. But then I wouldn't clean it up. So now that it's cleaned up, and we got everything situated how it needs to be situated, we'll go ahead and keep it that way. I'm gonna go ahead and probably do some more work to like the bed and stuff like that, just because this will be my third time doing this bed liner. So I rolled it on the first time, it got messed up. Then I sanded everything all the way down. I did all the body work for all the dents and stuff in the bed. So the bed looks immaculate as far as, you know, the structure of it, minus the faded and whatever bed liner. So what happened is this thing sat pretty much obviously outside for years, and the bed liner, you know, obviously kind of faded, and then water and snow and stuff just kind of sat in there and sat in the back of the car for however long, and it never like really kind of drained out like that. And then it started to like peel off some of the bed liner stuff, and then started to kind of rust it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand it back down, and I'm gonna respray the areas of bed liner that are messed up. I'm not gonna obviously do the whole thing because the sides look great still, and everything still looks good structurally. It just needs to be cleaned and fixed. We're obviously not painting the same color of the car because I use the bed of this thing, and I don't want to paint it so that it gets messed up, because once I use it, it's gonna get messed up immediately if I paint it. So anyways, man, that's gonna do it for this video, man. Like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed, even though we didn't get the speedometer to work correctly. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Some things just take a lot more time. Some things aren't gonna be accurate the first time. But yeah, you know, we're just gonna keep on moving, keep on grinding. And if you guys have not done so already, I would appreciate it if you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for rocking with your boy. I greatly appreciate it because it means the world to me, you know what I mean? With all y'all's love and support. But anyways, man, without further ado, always remember, work hard so you can live free.